Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on my channel. Today I originally planned on showing you how I am going to be sorting my garden out and planting a couple of seedlings and stuff like that, but it has been pouring for like the last day or so, which is amazing. I love the rain and we need it so badly. We're very, very dry in South Africa. There's actually a bit of a water crisis going on. So every little bit of rain I am super, super excited for. However, it does kind of put a spanner in the works of being outside. So instead of doing a gardening video, I'm actually now going to do a organization of my son's toys, which is, as you can see behind me. His birthday is coming up soon, and then I know that there's going to be more gifts that are given. We don't actually do like the big, like huge volume of gifts thing. We, like us as parents, give him like 1 or 2 gifts, but then there's aunties and uncles and cousins and grannies and all of that kind of stuff that will be giving him their gifts. So we're just going to end up with a whole host of toys on top of the ones that we've got. And to be fair, my son's really hard on his toys, so a lot of them are like not in the greatest shape. A lot of them might have pieces missing and that kind of stuff, because he will take toys outside into the garden and play with them and then they never make their way back. So basically what I want to do in this video is just go through what we've got, see what is not broken and damaged, what we can keep, what we can salvage, and what is actually time to throw away before his birthday. And then also we've got an au pair starting with us in next week. So I just want to have a little bit of order and organization for the toys behind us so that she doesn't feel so overwhelmed, because let me tell you, I feel overwhelmed with all of the toys that just lie in this place all the time. And there's no order or structure to them. This is kind of just the living room area where he does exactly that. He has like full run of the area and he plays with his toys pretty much everywhere. And sometimes it just gets a bit overwhelming with the sheer volume of everything. So the plan is to like decrease the amount that's behind us and then get it into some kind of order that I know what's going on and that there's a place for everything before the au pair starts. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, and come along with me to see what I do. So this is our living room area, and this is kind of the corner that my son has to play with. Excuse the washing machine going off in the background, as you can hear. So here are all his toys. As you can see, they're kind of all over the place at the moment with no order. That is like a playpen that he keeps all of his balls and stuff in. You can have a look. But also no order there. I mean, he even has stuff here that he used when he was learning to walk, which is really no longer age appropriate. So things like that can definitely move on to another family, and then we'll have a lot less clutter. Then over there is my office, and then the playroom, which is currently used as a storage room until our garage gets built. When that all gets built, then all of these toys and stuff will then be moved into the games room. But for now, they are a feature in our lounge, so we need to make it as tidy as possible. I have been at this now for almost an hour. According to my phone and the recording time, it's been like 55 minutes already. And if you can see around me, it just looks like I've made a bigger mess, which I kind of have, but there's method in my madness. So what I've done is I've emptied out all of these toy boxes. I've thrown away anything that was broken or damaged and unsalvageable, and I've managed to fill an entire box with things that we're throwing away, like broken masks and a dry pack of wet wipes, and those kinds of things, things that I know the pieces of the toys are missing for. That is all going to get put into the recycling. Plastics will go with plastics and that kind of stuff, and we're just going to get rid of that. So everything that is around me on the floor now, even though it's a mess, is all salvageable toys and things that fit together, like puzzles that have all the pieces and that kind of stuff. So now that I've got rid of all the rubbish, now I can start organizing and packing together like things, like putting puzzles and books into one box, putting blocks and stuff into another box, cuddly toys and stuffies and all of that into another box, and then I'll have categories of everything. But I'm going to take a little break because it is getting a little late and I need to get dinner on the go so that my son doesn't eat too late. So I am going to come back to this video once dinner is made. But before, I just want to show you like some of the things that I found in there. Absolutely crazy things. Some things I've been looking for forever. Some things that I would never expect to find in a toy box, but it's there. These are some of the gems that I found in the toy box. So a door handle. I mean, our house is under construction, so it's not that strange to have a door handle, loose door handle in the house, but for it to end up in the toy box, that's a bit weird. So there's that. Not one, but two toilet plungers. Look, they are brand new, so they've never been used and are clean, but my son has like this obsession with walking around with a toilet plunger. So I'm going to put these back in their rightful places now that I know that they're in there. Paintbrush, again, part of maintenance and renovations. But then I also found toothpaste, and then the amount of dirty, mismatched socks that I've probably thrown the partners to away already because it's been so long since I've, found the missing pair. So I'll have to now go through my washing and see if I can find the partners to these socks. And I mean, I don't even know how long they've been in there, and why one of each, and why are they dirty? So yeah, found some very interesting things in the box, and now I'm actually looking forward to the packing away, but that will be after we have something to eat. Hey everyone, I am back again, and this is a continuation of yesterday's video that I did plan on finishing yesterday, but I went to make dinner and then one thing led to another. We ran out of gas, so I got halfway through dinner and then had to stop and like rechange my plans. So I had to then find something for my son to eat that wasn't going to be cooked, which, it took a little bit of planning on my part. It wasn't as simple as just throwing things together. And then he was a bit niggly after dinner. And so by the time I put him down, it was just too late to come back to do the video. So I thought I'll leave it and just carry on. And what my goal is for now is to just clean out a couple of the toy boxes, because I don't know how they get so dirty, but they're like really dusty, and some of them even have like old moths in them. Really embarrassing, but I guess that is what happens when you live on a farm and your stuff just gets like really dusty and dirty. So I'm just going to give all of these toy boxes a little wipe down, and then I am going to separate his toys like into categories. And then once that's done, I will just arrange it neatly in the lounge, so that it's not looking terribly untidy in the lounge, and then it will be all categorized, and then we'll know what's in each box, and we'll be able to like find it when he wants to play with particular things. So yeah, let's get on that. so all of his boxes have now been washed out and cleaned, and they are ready to pack. So as you can see, I've got this like basket type thing. This is actually what Roman learned to sit in. We would prop him up with cushions and stuff in there, and that's where we got him to learn to sit. We've got that one that I'm probably going to end up putting like all of his odds and ends in, just because, you know, like those toys are like really hard wearing and they can be like tossed around a bit, and I know that they're not going to break and like the pieces aren't going to go missing. I've got this one. This he got with a whole bunch of toys in it for his last birthday, and I'll probably end up putting blocks in here, or the educational stuff, so like the puzzles and stuff. I just want to see which box is smaller between this one and the next one with the lid, and whichever one is the smaller one is the one that's going to get the blocks, because I don't have that many of them. And this one also with the lid to keep everything nice and contained and neat. Two of them. I actually think this one might be smaller, so I'll probably end up using this one for the blocks then. And then this big one that I've got at the back there, I'm going to use for his cuddly toys, just because he's got so many of them. And they're quite big and bulky, so I need a big container for those ones. So I've pretty much finished packing up all of his toys now. I had to change my plan with how I wanted to arrange the toys, because a lot of the like educational toys and the puzzles and stuff didn't fit into the box that I wanted, and I didn't want to like separate them. So I have put all of the toys that he uses on a regular basis in this container. This includes the puzzles and like the books that are interactive. So he's got like a piano book and a book that if you press different buttons it makes different animal sounds and stuff like that. That keeps him really entertained. But then I also have a whole bunch of other books that were in the pile, all of these that I'm going to put in his bookshelf in his room. So at the moment he doesn't really have toys in his room, just because our house is still under construction. And when we eventually finish with the build and I can pack things out nicely, then I'll have all of his toys and his books and stuff in his room. But for now, we just have it in the lounge. Anyway, we spend most of our time here as a family, so he obviously wants to play where we are. When his room is eventually sorted, we'll put his toys that he doesn't play with too regularly in there, and then we'll have just one box maybe as like a toy box in the lounge for when he wants to play with those toys. So all I'm going to do now is finish the last little bit of putting things away. Like there were one or two blocks in amongst all of the other toys that I can put in the block box, and some music and educational toys that I'll put in that box. And then I'm going to go and put his books away, and then all I'm going to finish up with is just stacking the boxes neatly in the lounge, and then we will be finished. Alright, we are finally all finished, and it looks a lot neater to me than what it did previously. It might not look to like the naked eye neater, but I know that all the toys are sorted. I know where everything is. Everything is categorized as I want it, and I managed to clean out all of the containers, so at least I know that there's no cobwebs and dead critters and stuff lying in all of them. So this is our lounge area and basically Roman's play area. Here are his toys that he plays with on the regular. So this box over here has got like cars and his action figures and his activity books. Then in this box over here is his blocks. The box next to it is like instruments and educational toys, and then the box underneath is his cuddly toys. Then over here he has got his little tent with his camping chair, which he got for Christmas, so very cute, and he plays in that and takes his toys in there, so we'll leave that in the lounge for now. And then just next to it, this is like a playpen that is also a ball pit, and he's mad about all kinds of ball games, soccer, cricket, golf, you name it, hockey. So he has his balls in one place so that they're not rolling all over the house. And yes, that is how it looks for now. So much neater, and everything is organized and sorted. So I myself am actually quite exhausted now. That was a bigger job than I thought it was. And like I said, Roman's birthday is coming up on Monday. So I just know that it's going to be chaos all over again, but at least I have some kind of organization going on now, so I will know where to put the new toys that join our family. My plan though is to try and minimize his toys quite a bit, because I know that when there are just an overwhelming amount of toys, it actually stifles play. So when his new toys come in, then I'll see like what kind of groups of toys I can make, and then I will probably do a big clean out again after that, and get rid of some of the toys that I don't feel like offer him much stimulation or anything like that. Then we'll probably minimalize the amounts of toys that he's got, and then he will hopefully play a lot more with the toys that he will then have. If you are somebody that has done that and it's gone well, I'd love to hear from you. You can leave a message in the comments to let me know what you did and what toys you decided to give away. Like, how did you make the decision about what toys were good to get rid of and what toys were good to keep? Please do drop me a message. And if this is content that you have enjoyed as a mom, or perhaps a first time mom or mom to be, or whatever the case is, also give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more stuff like this, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until the next time, take care. Bye.